Hey, ¿cómo estás, parceros? Yo, Zen Dude Nation, what's happening? We out here in the streets. Actually, we're on a bridge in Medellin, Colombia. The number 3 question we get asked on our YouTube channel is, should I be lifting weights? And most times that question comes in the form of people asking, do we lift weights? And the answer is, drum roll please. The answer is yes. We lift weights 2 to 3 times a week for the most part. If we're traveling, sometimes we just do body weight exercises. But if we're pretty stable someplace, we're gonna try to stick to weightlifting 2 to 3 times a week. Now in this specific video, we're gonna talk about who should be lifting weights. And beyond that, we're gonna talk about the results you can expect to see if you do begin to start lifting weights. We wanna clear up all the confusion, and we want you to know if it's a better option for you to do body weight exercises and jump rope, or if you should be doing weightlifting and jump rope. All right, so if you're new to Zen Dude Fitness, really quick, let me tell you, we give away a free 4-week challenge to anyone who's coming into the community. If you wanna grab that, if you wanna get support from myself and Dan, click the button in the top right-hand corner of your screen, right about now. That 4-week challenge has all body weight and jump rope workouts, which is a great place to start, especially if you're a beginner. Now, I think a great place to start this conversation is sharing with you that myself and Dan both played college football. So before we started jumping any rope, we already had a pretty good amount of muscle mass. We were both defensive ends, and so the priority for us for a while was get as big as strong as possible. So before we started jumping rope, we did have that foundation. So for us, weightlifting is more to maintain the muscle mass that we have, more so than gain mass. That's why we can get away with doing body weight and jump rope exercises quite a bit, and also mix in weightlifting here and there and maintain the mass we already have. So when deciding if you should be lifting weights, you need to be considering these 2 questions. Where are you right now, and where do you want to go? If you already have a significant amount of muscle mass, like you have some mass, you know you do, you can lift weights, you're kind of strong, then for you, if you just want to maintain that, you may be able to get away with just doing body weight and jump rope exercises. So something similar to what we offer in the Getting Lean course. If you're someone who wants to get bigger than we are and you already have a good amount of muscle mass, if you want to grow, then you're definitely going to need to start lifting weights again. If you're someone who's a novice lifter, or you know that you have very little muscle mass and you want to get to a point where you have as much mass as myself and Dan, or just someone you've seen like Cristiano Ronaldo, or any of the body breakdowns we've done, LeBron James, people like that, if you want to have a good amount of muscle mass, you're going to need to lift weights. There's no other way around it. You can't do strictly body weight and jump rope exercises and expect to look like that unless you're a genetic freak. Some people have awesome genetics and they can do that. I'm not one of them. Dan's not one of them. Maybe you are. If you are, that's awesome for you. But for 90% of people, probably more than that, you're gonna have to lift some weights if you want to put on that muscle mass. With that foundation laid, and for any of you who had that question, should I lift weights or not, hopefully you now have clarity and you know what program to go into. Now beyond that, I want to share with you the 3 main reasons why we lift weights and what results we get from doing that. Reason number 1 is to maintain the muscle mass we have and maintain the general aesthetic. So we want to make sure that we constantly have this certain look, the Zen Dude look that you've probably seen us portray. You've seen transformations, you've seen us, you've seen the body breakdowns that we've done. And so all these types of people, including ourselves, have a certain body type that we're trying to maintain. And so that's the number 1 reason why we lift weights. Number 2 reason is because when you have more muscle mass in your body, your resting metabolic rate increases, making it easier to stay lean. The number 3 reason is for our general well-being and overall health. So the only system in our body that we can really deliberately train is our muscular system. And so we know that by lifting weights, we can deliberately train our muscular system. And the beautiful thing about that is a lot of research coming out is showing us that when we train our muscular system, the rest of our systems, our respiratory, our circulatory, our endocrine system, all the other systems in our body follow suit. and they increase their performance as well because they need to. So there it is. Those are the 3 main reasons why we lift weights, not in any particular order, but we wanted to share those with you. And so if you start lifting weights, you definitely can expect to see yourself put on muscle mass much faster than you would if you're doing strictly body weight. But also understand, if you're someone who doesn't care that much about aesthetics and you don't want to have a certain look to you, then you're okay. You don't have to put pressure on yourself to do weightlifting. You can just do a jump rope and bodyweight program and get the results that you want. But for the rest of you who are looking for more of a aesthetic and you have an idea, a vision of like a body you want to create, and it's similar to what Dan and I have created, then you're probably someone who wants to lift weights. So for those people, we highly recommend that you join our Gaining Muscle course. It's linked down in the description below for you. And if you're someone who wants to stick to doing bodyweight exercises, then that course is linked down below for you as well. It's called the Getting Lean course. So you have the Gaining Muscle, which has weightlifting and jump rope, and the Getting Lean, which has bodyweight and jump rope. I hope this video was helpful for you. In a second, a little screen is gonna pop up and invite you to subscribe to the channel, so please do. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. If you like the video, give it a like. Thanks for watching. Zen Dudes, out.